Hello, and Twitter friends. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. All right, you guys can hear me. Awesome. Welcome back into the friends. Today I'm going to be channeling messages for Gemini for your January and beyond 2026 quarterly reading, where I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the key themes that I can see forecast wise potentially here. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter. I'll talk about that in a minute. But I will be going quarter by quarter, giving you an overall energy on what that may be potentially looking like for you in 2026. Of course, I will continue to do monthly readings, and of course you could always take a look at your monthly playlist. Okay. But I did want to bring back a spread that I did back in 2022, and a lot of you enjoyed it, especially for those of you who have been current subscribers for quite some time. So I wanted to bring that back, and wanted to give you an overall overview, right? An overview. That being said, intuitive friends, if you're watching after the live stream, I will have timestamps down below in the description box. If you're watching me live, once I finish doing the live, I will place the timestamps for you. Okay. Other than that, let's take a look here at what's coming through. Okay. So we're gonna do the introduction again, especially for those timestamps. Okay. All right. Hello, Gemini. Welcome back, Gemini. Whether you are a Gemini sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Gemini on any other important placements on your astrological natal chart, such as your North Node, such as your Venus, such as in other placements that are important on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. Now, today, Gemini, I'm going to give you a forecast reading, a quarterly forecast reading of 2026, which means I'm going to go quarter by quarter and channel messages focusing on the key themes or overall energies that I am picking up for 2026. Of course, I will still continue to do your monthly readings throughout the year, and you could always take a look at that in the monthly playlist. But first, let's talk about the quarters that I will be channeling messages for you. So for the first quarter, that will be January, February, March of 2026. That will be quarter number one, followed by quarter number two, April, May, June of 2026. Third quarter being July, August, September of 2026. And your fourth quarter here, um, Gemini, October, November, December of 2026. As I mentioned earlier, take a look down below in the description box and click on the links that are going to place you in any of these fourth quarters that you may be interested in viewing. Now, of course, you can always come back throughout the year and take a look at each quarter separately, as well as watch your monthly playlist, your monthly readings on that monthly playlist. That being said, Gemini, we're going to start with your first quarter. Hello, Gemini, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Gemini sun, moon, rising, Venus, or other important placements on your astrological natal chart, such as your North Node being Gemini, or any other important placements that you have Gemini, then these messages are for you. And today, Gemini, I'm going to be channeling messages quarter by quarter and giving you an overall energy, what's going on, what may be potentially coming up. the key themes that I'm seeing so far throughout 2026. Of course, you could always take a look at your monthly readings, and those will be placed in the monthly playlist. But let's take a look here at what may be the potential overall energy during your first quarter, January, February, March of 2026. Gemini, if you know your other important placements on your astrological natal chart, don't forget to take a look at those placements as well, as you may find more additional messages focusing on a specific area on your astrological natal chart that may have other astrological sign placements. Okay. That being said, Gemini, let's take a look at the potential overview here for you in 2026, first quarter, January, February, March. And this card wanted to come out, and you have the King of Wands upright position. Very beautiful energy, along with the King of Coins upright position. You're starting this first quarter potentially very strongly here, as well as the Ace of Wands upright position. Okay. Now, January, February, March of 2026, starting off with that King of Wands energy, a lot of passion, motivation, ambition. You're going to be here potentially very much in this risk taker type of energy. You may be doing or making important, bold moves here that you are inspired to take. So I'm feeling here inspired action, especially here with this Ace of Wands energy. Wands energy is fire energy. So there's this sense of you being proactive, feeling confident, really just like in this charismatic type of energy here, potentially, Gemini, during this first quarter, January, February, March. So this is very beautiful. There's this energy here of a new beginning or an opportunity of a new beginning. And this opportunity here, Gemini, you may be gaining some sense of stability, or you may be increasing or solidifying your either nest egg, valuable resources. The King of Pentacles energy is the maturity that you have over the hard work that you're putting into something, or that you will be placing in something here, perhaps during the first quarter, January, February, or March of 2026. There could be a breakthrough of inspiration. You feeling very empowered, feeling like you really want to move something forward towards either a new horizon or towards a new opportunity. Okay. Now, the King of Coins or the King of Pentacles, really, really beautiful energy, because it's about stability. It's about stability, the stability of your abundance, the stability of prosperity, being or remaining very calm and steady. That's going to win you potentially here the race symbolically. Okay. You may be reaping the rewards of either something that you have started already within the first quarter, January, February, March, or maybe a new project or a new direction that you want to move towards. The Ace of Wands, as I said, is about that breakthrough of inspiration, but aces are all also about new beginnings. It's not just you, that new beginning falling on your lap. It's you taking the initiative and the proactive, or proaction, being proactive, or the proactive type of intention that's going to place an opportunity where you have to either start something new or renew your own passion. Remember, the Ace of Wands energy is reignited passion. You may have reignited passion in a connection. You may have a reignited passion towards a goal, towards a dream. This could be reignited passion in regards to starting a project or developing an idea, or you moving in a new direction or doing things in a different way. So you are here in a way divinely inspired and being very proactive towards that goal or towards that new horizon. Remember, aces are the opportunity, because free will is a thing. So you have the opportunity here to have, or to at least connect with that flame of divine inspiration here. Okay, so we'll see how this potentially unfolds here during this potential January 2026 or February 2026 or March of 2026. Okay, Gemini, let's get more information, more clarity. But this new direction here, you may feel a little bit more stable, a little bit more solidified, a sense here of being more grounded. And, I feel that your sense of leadership or your vision, this vision that you may have, or this inspiration of this motivation or ambition that may pull you in this direction of um, in a way capturing or holding on to that opportunity may lead you in a very good new direction or a reignited passion. Let's get more information here and see what else is coming through for you, Gemini, during this potential first quarter. Look at that between the worlds, something here. You're leaving something behind. There could have been a period here of a transition, or you may be transitioning here, whether it's in January, February, or March of 2026. But the transition is placing you in a new direction, in a new direction where you are either celebrating because there's a lot of confetti here, or this energy here of being more optimistic, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, or feeling here that there's a sense of a new horizon or a new direction. Okay, Gemini. So this Ace of Wands energy, again, this flame of divine spark that may be within you, or this reignited passion of you either celebrating something that you've been waiting for a long time and that you've been working for here with this King of Pentacles upright, as well as the King of Wands upright. So this transition, you're transitioning here potentially from a maybe more pessimistic point of view, or feeling something kind of like that something was going lackluster, into something that is more bright, a new direction, the sense of optimism, your charismatic nature, feeling more confident, feeling like you're in this go-getter type of energy. So again, it is very much connecting to that King of Wands, King of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands energy that I was feeling at the top of your reading. So you may be entering a very, very good a time period here during your first quarter. Okay, so very, very positive there here for you, Gemini, starting the first quarter of 2026 very strong. All right, let's take a look here at more information and more clarity here. Remember, Gemini, to take a look at all the quarters here potentially for you in 2026, so that you can get an overview. And of course, throughout 2026, you could always come back and get your monthly readings, okay, for that specific month. You could always find those readings in the playlist titled Monthly Playlist. Now, let's take a look here at how this may be potentially unfolding for you. And you have here adjacent possibilities. I mean, listen, you're getting from good to great to fabulous. That's how this is looking here for you during the first quarter. Adjacent possibilities. There may be doors opening, and there may be doors closing, so that you can move to other doors. Okay. A lot of people always think about just the doors that are opening and kind of forget that there may be doors that may be closing, or doors that may not be opening for you. And that is being done here with the divine, kind of like the hands of the creator or destiny saying, hey, listen, maybe you need to pivot into a different direction. Okay. So the adjacent possibilities, there may be here unconsidered or undiscovered options. Okay. So maybe when you were here in this energy of not seeing the glass half full, maybe a little bit of pessimism here, maybe feeling kind of blah, or feeling like something hasn't been moving, you allowing yourself to get out of this energy and into the energy here of this transition into something that could be celebrated, or this transition here of feeling like, I'm moving in a direction where I am more inspired and feel like there are more opportunities for me here down the line. Now, here with this adjacent possibilities or adjacent options here, consider getting out of your comfort zone, because that also may be here this message that's coming through for you. You may be between worlds, right? Maybe in a place here, maybe not right now at this moment in time because we're still in December, and maybe you kind of feeling like something isn't moving, and you allowing yourself to get out of your comfort zone here come this brand new 2026 calendar year, especially during this first quarter, January, February, March. Okay. Now, remember, the new astrological year really begins during Aries season. So, during that spring season. So, you may be springing something into action, perhaps more in the March type of time frame rather than the January or February type of time frame. Again, these messages are general. This could be in any area, and of course this may resonate differently for different people who are watching this. But again, for some of you, it may feel like it's during January or February, and for others of you it may be later in that first quarter where Aries season pops off, right? It's the celebration of the new astrological uh, new astrological new year. Okay, so that's how this is coming through. All right, this is looking really good here during the first quarter. I see new opportunities maybe unfolding for you here during perhaps January, February, March of 2026. And now, Gemini, we're going to jump into the second quarter. Hello, Gemini, and welcome back. Whether you are a Gemini in your sun, moon, rising Venus, or other placements on your astrological natal chart, placements that are super important here, whether that be your North Node or other important places, then these messages are for you if you are a Gemini in those other placements as well. Today, Gemini, as I mentioned at the top of the reading, and as I mentioned during the introduction, I will be channeling messages going quarter by quarter and taking a look at the potential energy here that's unfolding for you throughout the 2026 calendar year. Now, I'm doing these messages quarter by quarter as I did back in 2022, just so that you could get an overall glimpse, taking a look at the key themes or overall energy. Don't forget here, Gemini, to come back for your monthly readings, and you could always take a look at that during or in the monthly placements. Okay. All right, let's jump straight into your reading here, Gemini. Let's see what may be potentially unfolding for you here. April, May, June of 2026. Just getting the overall key theme here for you. And you have here the double card in tarot in its upright position, followed by the 10 of Pentacles in its upright position, and the Tower card in reverse. Now, listen, the Tower card in reverse is a good kind of like, it's something is gonna, there may be potential here an unexpected situation, okay, that you may have been avoiding, but because you have the Devil card here in tarot, it is just reminding you that there may be here something potentially that you're going to need to let go of. And when you're able to let go of whatever this situation, circumstance, event, person, or environment may be, you're going to feel a lot more stable in this either situation, circumstance, event, or environment, because you have here the 10 of Pentacles energy. Okay. Now, let's talk a little bit about this double card in tarot. Now, the double card in tarot is ruled by Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So during this April, May, June of 2026, what I'm getting here with this double card in tarot is that there is a kind of like a reminder here. You may feel a little bit kind of stuck in an old pattern. There may be a little bit of lack of moderation in something that you feel very comfortable in, and you don't want to rock the boat. Okay, you just kind of like, well, you may either could it even be here you turning a blind eye in regards to some type of codependent relationship or codependent connection here in some way, shape, or form. Now, remember, when I say relationship or connection, it doesn't have to be romantic, but for some of you, it might be. Okay, so the Devil card in tarot is saying here, hey, listen, your shadow self, your limited beliefs, you being trapped in the same thing that you've been doing time and time again and wishing that there's something different. You are going to need here to release this energy in some way, shape, or form. You may fear the change, okay, because this Tower card in reverse is telling me here you may feel the change. You may want to hold on to something because it feels comfortable, because you may not know what may be at the other side of the road, or what may happen if you choose to leave something behind and kind of liberate yourself or release yourself from whatever this uh, manipulation maybe. Could also be that could be someone who's very manipulative here, or a situation, someone is manipulating a situation here, and by you turning a blind eye, you're just allowing something to continue instead of taking a step forward and making certain decisions. But I feel like you're going to really let it go. You're either going to make a decision, or someone is going to make a decision for you. This could be the universe, creator, circumstances, where it just kind of ends up being like, listen, you got to get out of the situation. You got to move in a different direction. And you may do so kind of like, not in a very rapid way, but in a way that you just say, you know what, I just have to get myself out of this kind of blot energy or circumstances here. Now it's going to pay off. Your ability either to make a decision to leave something behind that has been very tempting, your shadow self, codependency. This could be another person. This could be another person's vices. This could be manipulative situations. This could be situations where you know that it's not the best condition, but you've been sitting there or kind of dealing with it, perhaps April, May, June of 2026, and say to yourself, you know what, enough is enough. I have to think about myself. And so the 10 of coins or the 10 of pentacles is the sense here of you feeling completely satisfied, the completion of something, you actually finally benefiting from leaving either this person, situation, or environment that hasn't been very healthy for you, whether it's emotionally healthy, mentally healthy, energetically healthy. It really hasn't been. And there's this sense with this Tower in reverse that you're going to say to yourself, you know what, enough is enough. That's going to be a good move for you. Okay, because this could be talking about here this long lasting commitment of you being very focused in reaping the rewards of something that you are meant to have. It's like you've done the due diligence, you've done the patience, you've been determined, you've been consistent, and you're finally reaping the rewards here of whatever this may be. Now this reward could be either way. It could be you directly reaping the rewards of something here, or if you are in a connection, in a marriage, or in a family, there could be other people in the family gaining these rewards and you benefiting from it. But however this potential energy may come through here during the second quarter, you're going to be reaping some type of reward here, whether it's financially or, in a tangible way, or whether it's something about having finally gained access to a very valuable opportunity, or to some type of support or resources. This could also be someone helping you out. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be your partner. It could be enjoying a very this could also be inheritance also. So it's coming across that energy as well. Okay, it could be an inheritance or some type of financial security. Now let's dive a little deeper here and see what other clarity is coming through here for you, Gemini. All right, Gemini, don't forget to take a look at your other placements on your astrological natal chart, as I have done this type of reading for all of the astrological signs. I'm now up to Gemini, but if you watch this maybe next week, chances are I'll be done with all of the signs. So again, take a look at those that monthly playlist. All right, Gemini, let's see. Let's get more clarity here. What could this be talking about? Remember, this could be in any area okay, in your life. Look at that. You're going to go to the distance. I said you may either choose to leave someone or something behind, Gemini, something that you see hasn't been working. Saturn, as I said, because like I said here with the double card in tarot, Saturn rules Capricorn here, so there may be some important lessons. There may be here this, Saturn being the toughest teacher, certain responsibilities, certain sense of discipline that you will be more leaning towards, okay, or feeling more centered with. So this go the distance is saying here, there could be this momentum that you may feel here during the second quarter, April, May, June of 2026, where you may want to really start gearing up your energy or moving towards that specific goal. Again, it's looking like whatever this is, especially because the 10 of Pentacles is in the middle of that three-card spread, due to the fact that you've let something go, you've released yourself, whether willingly or whether it's that's just how the chips have fallen here or I should say, the second quarter here of 2026. Your fear of change you've let it go. Okay, you're just like, listen, I just have to take a look at those adjacent possibilities or options as it came through for you during the first quarter. So very, very positive reading here about going the distance, gaining momentum, moving forward, and reaping the rewards here. Now, for some of you, you may reap the rewards during your second quarter here, April, May, June. For others of you, you may need to wait a little bit while longer here, because Pentacles energy is a bit of a slow moving energy. But again, you're no longer going to avoid something here. You're just going to really try to make the best out of a situation that either has left you behind or that you have chosen to pivot in a different direction. Let's see what else is coming through for you here, Gemini. And you have here freedom, like I said, liberation, validation, confirmation. It did come through with this Tower in reverse. You're releasing something. You're saying, okay, goodbye. I'm no longer afraid of the change. I'm no longer apprehensive or uncertain about the unknown. I'm just going to figure this out. Okay, you may have been feeling like stuck in this potential codependent situation, dynamic relationship, where you may be the one that's putting a lot of work, effort, or maybe even resources here. Okay, so this is kind of like you taking a second look here at how you may be giving too much into a situation, or that someone may be taking a lot of, whether that's money, tangible resources, time. But there is some sense here of you allowing yourself to get out of this cage and liberate yourself from this energy or codependent energy here, and you actually moving forward. Okay, so again, whether it's something that you decide or something that the universe is placing. Like I said, there could be a door that may be closing so that you can open a whole new chapter elsewhere. Okay, that being said, by the way, you also have here a white dove. There may be sign, symbol, synchronicities from the universe, with its birds, butterflies, kind of giving you a wink from above and letting you know, like, hey, listen, you're not alone in whatever this may be. Okay, so you are divinely protected and divinely guided. Now we're going to take a look at the third quarter here, Gemini. Hello, Gemini. Welcome back. And whether you are a Gemini sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Gemini in other placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. Okay. Sorry there, Gemini. Just making sure that we get the, yeah, you can see that. Okay, perfect. The lighting here. There we go. All right, Gemini. So I'm going to be channeling messages here for you quarter by quarter. And this quarter is your third quarter. So I'm going to be channeling messages, focusing on what may be potentially unfolding, taking a look at key themes quarter by quarter, and giving you a rundown on what may be the potential energy or whatever may be coming up. Now, of course, I will be doing your monthly readings throughout 2026. But just keep in mind that if you want to get more clarity, to take a look at those monthly readings, they're in the monthly playlist section. Okay. So take a look at the playlist and take a look at the monthly sections, and you will see them and find them there. Now, of course, right now at this moment in time, you may not be able to see the timestamps because for those of you that are watching me live, I haven't, placed the timestamps yet. But once I'm done with this live reading, you are going to be able to see the timestamps. And so it's going to be easier for you to navigate throughout the year so you could take a look at the different quarters as they pop up for you. That being said here, Gemini, let's take a look here at the overall key themes. Now, you have here the Justice card in reverse, followed by the Page of Cups upright, and the Nine of Coins in reverse. Okay, so you may feel a little bit challenged here during July, August, September, during this third quarter in some way, shape, or form. Let's talk about the Justice card, which is in reverse. This may be a situation, circumstance, event, or a person, which, by the way, I did mention that in your second quarter because you had there the Devil card in tarot, and that could be either a manipulative person or a situation that may not seem on the up and up. Okay. So there could be some codependency situations here stemming from that second quarter. It could be bleeding into or moving into this third quarter. Again, just take that with a grain of salt. And if you haven't taken a look at your second quarter, you should, because it may be connected here potentially. Okay. So this Justice card in reverse is saying that there may be here some type of feeling like something is unfair. That something didn't go in your favor, that there may be here some hidden truths. You may feel like someone or something isn't being as transparent. There could be here this sense of feeling that either a situation or a person is a little bit not in the vibration of doing things in a kind of like a lawful way. Okay. So just keep that in the back of your mind, especially because you had something coming in through resources here or financial situation, something about valuable. Okay. In your second quarter, you had the 10 of coins energy. So be careful that someone isn't trying to swindle you out of money or borrow money and things of that nature. Just keep an eye out for that because there's something here about someone or something being unfair to you. You may realize that there may be some type of corruption or some type of sneakiness here having to do with law, maybe a person, maybe a scam. So just keep an eye out for that energy because there could be here that showing up. Now, this could show up in business. This could show up in your finances as well, especially if you are like um, like in collaboration, okay, or like doing a collaboration or something, making sure that things are fair for you as equally as it is fair for someone else, because I'm picking up something not being quite as fair and it being done intentionally here for you. So just keep an eye out for that energy with that Justice card in reverse. Okay, there could be a little bit of corruption here also. I didn't want to use that word, but just for a lack of a better word, let's just say something may be a little bit on the sneaky side there. So again, just keep an eye out for that. Make sure that you're not kind of lured into something here that is not lawful, okay, or it's against the law. Okay, just Keep that in mind. Here with the Page of Cups, it is coming up in the upright position. There may be some type of unexpected news, unexpected email, unexpected text, communication that came from afar. It could also be, again, making sure that you're not blinded by love, that you're not blinded by infatuation, especially with the fact that that Justice card was in reverse. Okay. So someone here may feel like they have an upper hand when in reality they really don't. But they may be using that kind of tactic in order to lure you into something here that may be a little bit tricky. Now, again, that's not for all of you, but I am getting that energy here. So I do need to mention it. Okay. Now, with the Page of Cups, there may be here this sense of an aha moment, okay, or something that's unexpected. It could be unexpected email, unexpected text, unexpected news, unexpected conversation. If you're single, you may meet someone unexpectedly, okay, and if you do, again, just keep in mind that you know who this person is. If it's online, just be careful. There could be here a potential shady situation or sus type of energy here. So just keep on the up and up. But the Page of Cups here is telling you that you are or may potentially be during the second quarter in a beginner mindset. Okay. Pages are all about the novice energy. So beginning to make a new connection with someone or something, an opportunity that may kind of fall on your lap. You may be invited somewhere. There may be a new romance filling, in the air, or you being invited, or maybe you inviting someone else. So there could be that type of invitation. If you are already in a connection or already in a partnership, this is saying that there could be here unexpected flirtation. Your partner's being flirtatious with you. You may have some kind of unexpected dates or bonding more together. There's just kind of like a reignited type of passion, but more in the romantic sense. Okay. um, I'm also getting there could be more expressive and romantic ways that your partner is speaking to you, and that there's like more of that communication that's more connected to romance, love, flirting with each other, that type of energy here with the Page of Cups. I also feel here that you may be allowing yourself to be led by your heart and your intuition, which is why I'm saying to be very careful, especially with the fact that the Justice card came in reverse. And you also have here the Nine of Coins in reverse. Okay, the Nine of Coins or the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Someone here may be very superficial. Okay, I'm not saying it's you, but I feel that this could be someone else or an opportunity here. There could be someone in your energy circle, someone that you may be meeting that is very superficial. Okay, there could be a sense here of financial dependency on you in some way, shape, or form, like a quote unquote emergency, and someone may need to borrow a large amount of money. Be careful if that's the case, because I've been saying that since your second quarter, because it's feeling like that type of energy. Someone being manipulative, deceitful, asking for money, borrowing money. Or something of value. If it's not money, it could be something that you hold very near and dear to your heart, something that's super important for you. It could be something like important books. Like for someone who doesn't value books, to them, it's like, it's okay, it's not a problem. But if you're the type of person who like you value your books, or you have certain sentimental value, like jewelry, something that's important to you, just keep on the up and up during the second quarter. Okay, there could be this sense of like someone trying to pull wool over your eyes because you're a very giving and generous person. All right, or because you've always said yes when the person has been stuck, or or whatever this is, where people could run to you and say, hey, bail me out on X, Y, and Z. And it's so funny that I said being bailed out, because this could also be the case here. Okay, with Justice in reverse. Okay, there could be some, law enforcement or legal situation here that maybe you may find yourself in, or maybe someone that or someone in the family that may be be in here. And again, I'm just getting like money here being some type of an issue here or something of valuable. So just keep your eyes out for that. Okay, here in the second quarter. I'm sorry, in the third quarter. You have here and now. Okay, don't be worrying so much about the past and don't be so anxious about the future. It's going to be super important that in order for you to listen to your intuition, especially if what I just channeled here may resonate for you during the third quarter, July, August, or September of 2026. Super important for you to ground your energy. If I were you during this time, I would be really working with my root chakra, because what happens here potentially, okay, is someone that's very caught up in their emotions, very caught up in their love and generosity, and they're not seeing something clearly. They're allowing their emotions to override their logical, rational, practical, sensible, you know, being your personality. Although technically here, Gemini, your personality tends to be rational and logical, but when matters of the heart come through, there may be a little soft spot here. And this is telling you, allow yourself to ground to your root chakra so that you're able to gain a sense of kind of like a compass here that directs you or points you in the right direction, but it's going to come across as a vibe or a gut level feeling. Okay, so super important here during your third quarter to ground your energy. Now, here now, it's allowing you yourself to get into a routine of either taking 5 minutes at the top of the day or 5 minutes at the end of the day, listening to sound healing, listening to the seven chakra frequencies, allowing yourself to decompress and to ground yourself to create the stability that you need so that you're able to be more clear minded. Remember, I said Page of Cups, there's this energy here of like being swept emotionally and not thinking rationally here. So just keep that in the back of your mind. That being said, let's take a look at what else is coming through for you here, Gemini. Now, during this third quarter, we have July and August, okay? I do want to mention here that this is during the time of the Lionsgate portal, okay? I always do a Lionsgate portal reading. This flipped over. I'll take a look at why this flipped over in a minute because I don't know what card it is here. Okay, so I'm just going to do that. But just don't forget around July and August to come back and take a look at those Lionsgate portal pickle card readings that I do every single year. Okay. And I'll talk more about that when the time comes. But you have here grieving, a loss, pain, heartbreak, disappointment, disillusionment here. Okay. There could be a situation, circumstance, or event that may be coming up, like I said, deceitful tactics, financial dependency, someone trying to pull wool over your eyes, you thinking too much with your heart and not enough with your rational, logical, analytical mind. You're not perhaps here allowing your heart to kind of move you in a direction where it's not really making sense, because you're acting out of emotion rather than from an intelligent standpoint or from an intelligent perspective. So, there's always a reason. I mean, you have, let's see, one, two, three different decks, and they're all giving me the same energy here with grieving. Now, there could be here a sense of loss, maybe, someone, something, the loss of something here that you may be feeling. You could also, from this loss or this grieving, you could be getting a very good, like good news here in some way, shape, or form. So there could be you receiving a text, an email, documents, especially if it's something having to do with a case, law, or law enforcement, something that you may have thought was not spinning in your direction, but there may be a silver lining here. or some type of like looking at the bright side in some way, shape, or form. So this grieving here is coming through as that. This could also be here you discovering something, you finding something out, and there's a sense of disappointment or disillusionment in regards to either someone or something. And again, I did mention that here at the top of the reading. Okay. For some of you here, it's you kind of uncovering someone, especially if this is coming through as like someone ghosting you here in the third quarter. And if someone does, like if it's like someone that you just recently met, I don't feel this person may have had good intentions. Okay. So if that may occur here for some of you. If that does, that's the kind of energy that I'm getting here with July, August, or September of 2026. Okay. That being said, let's jump into the last and final quarter here for you, Gemini. I hope these messages are insightful. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section and then let me know which quarter may have resonated for you throughout 2026. Gemini, we are now on your last quarter. Hello, Gemini, and welcome back to the channel. Gemini, whether you are a Gemini sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Gemini in other important placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today, Gemini, I am channeling messages focusing on the key themes or the overall energies that may be um, perhaps seen, felt, or experienced throughout 2026. Okay, so again, this is the the potential overall energy here that may be you may be seeing, experiencing October 2026, November 2026, or December of 2026. This being your last and final quarter here, Gemini. Let's see what's coming through for you. All right, Gemini, we have here the Seven of Coins or the Seven of Pentacles, moving up, climbing up the ladder of success. Your hard work may be paying off. You have the Ace of Swords in reverse, so there may be a little bit of confusion, but I feel you're going to do fine because you're going to allow yourself to get out of this confusion, or maybe a wrong decision that you may have felt that you may have done. I feel that there's a sense of course correcting yourself, especially because in your second quarter, which is April, May, June, and your third quarter, July, August, September, I was feeling some type of shady energy there. Okay. So I do feel that you will be bouncing back if this connects to your second or third quarter readings that I already gave for you here. Okay. They already channel and downloaded for you. So if you need to see those quarters, if I were you, I would take a quick look at that again as the year unfolds here of 2026. Okay, so you do have here the Queen of Pentacles. That's a very beautiful energy here, Gemini. So there is this kind of like solid foundation that you're going to find yourself, and that you may be embracing this Queen of Pentacles energy. You're going to feel a sense of security and stability. There may be here the sense of you being practical and sensible, especially because, like I mentioned, in the third quarter, there may be a need for you to take a look, recheck something, take a closer look at someone or something or an environment or information that you may be getting, seeing, or experiencing. So here in the fourth quarter, I feel like this misinformation. Okay, like I said, you have the Ace of Swords in reverse. This confusion, you're going to figure something out. Okay, especially if there's a bit of a kind of like a lack of focus here. I feel you're gonna figure something out because the Seven of Pentacles here is talking about you manifesting, you figuring out new ways to invest, to be patient, to put in the hard work, the consistency of whatever it is. You may be climbing the ladder of success towards your fourth quarter, or you may be seeing some type of improvement or progress, because the seven of coins or the seven of pentacles is you putting in the effort and the consistency in something that maybe you kind of may at some point here, you may get caught up too much in your head, but you're going to figure out how to be successful at whatever this is. There's this energy of you being maybe even a little bit concerned or fearful of like what's coming up next, or what could be, the next chapter, or how would this next chapter look like, October, November, December of 2026. But I feel that you're not going to allow yourself to be entertained by that confusion or that misinformation. And especially if this was a wrong decision, or not so much a wrong decision, but a decision that you made, and then in retrospect you realize, I shouldn't have gone in that direction. And again, take a look at your second and third quarter, because I channeled some messages there that may be connected to this. But I feel that if certain things were, chosen here, you're going to be able to course correct here with the Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay. Whether this is you embodying the Queen of Pentacles energy of nurturing, of growth, of riches, of value, of security, stability, and abundance, or whether this is someone else providing some type of support. Okay. For some of you, I'm getting here that there could be a role that you kind of like a promotion, a new role, or a new responsibility. This could be in your career, but it could also be here in your own personal life. So, maybe being a parent, maybe overseeing something here, where it's like your hard work, your dedication, your wisdom, because you're intelligent, you're resourceful, you're practical, you're sensible. Like those important qualities may be super, super important in regards to this Seven of Pentacles energy of moving up or climbing up either the ladder of success in work, love, career, or other aspects, or you finally hear your persistence is going to pay off in something very specific that you find, not only is it valuable, but that you hold near and dear in your heart. Okay. Let's take a look at what else is coming through here for you, giving you more clarity here with the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles upright. Okay. This last and final quarter here, Gemini. Ooh, that jumped. That jumped. So look at that. That jumped in a way that I was like, pick me, even if I don't flip over, even if the card didn't flip over. But I'm just gonna add more information here with that. Yeah, Treasure Island. Yeah, remember that. This sense of like you hitting or striking gold, so to speak, or this like really good opportunity, financial opportunity that I saw in clairvoyantly saw here in your second quarter, April, May, June, with that 10 of Pentacles energy. You may be finally either experiencing it here during this last quarter. And for some of you, I said here during the second quarter that the 10 of Pentacles is about completion. That maybe some of you will be seeing here April, May, and June, but others of you, because Pentacles energy is a soul moving energy, that you may see it later. And I feel that later for you here, Gemini, is talking about this October 2026 or November 2026 or December 2026. You have here a leg up. Whatever this is, you're being either supported by the higher realms, supported by destiny, supported by your ethereal guides, your ethereal network, or whether it is that you are supporting someone or someone is supporting you. I did mention that, especially here with that Queen of Pentacles energy. Now, this could also be the ethereal, right? The universe, because there's a star here. So it's coming across that it's like, you're being divinely guided here through whether this was a past rough patch and that rough patch potentially being your second or third quarter, and you finally see the rewards, or you're finally able to exhale, or you're finally saying to yourself, you know what? That hard work of patience, consistency, and doing my due diligence, because remember, Pentacles energy is that tangible work and effort that we put into something, paying off for you here as you are potentially embodying the Queen of Pentacles energy. Not only that here, Gemini, but you also have Treasure Island. Now, Treasure Island has the number 9. Number 9, if we're talking about numerology and single digits, number 9 is about completion. Very similar to the 10 of Pentacles energy that I was picking up for you in your second quarter. Again, for some of you, there may be a correlation. There may be a link or a sync there in regards to the in regards to the fourth quarter and that second quarter. Okay. Now, the treasure island, your dreams may be finally coming into fruition. You may finally start seeing, climbing that ladder, feeling some type of momentum, feeling more stable, more secure. Whether it's your finances, whether it's things that are valuable for you, whether it's your own energy of being more grounded and able to see things from a different, a different perspective. Your vision is not as clouded, okay? Because you're not allowing yourself sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs to get in the middle of you reaping the rewards of the persistence and the patience of the Seven of Pentacles energy, and you actually attaining it. So the Treasure Island card is really about the dreams coming into fruition, or you finally experiencing, feeling it, or seeing it perhaps either October, November, or December of 2026. I feel that this is like a really positive way to kind of end the year here for you in 2026. Ooh, look at that. Patience is going to be key. And that literally just jumped out of the deck, okay? Divine timing may be at play here for you, Gemini. You may want to see something very quickly. And I'm going to tell you right now, with the fact that you have Pentacles twice in this 3-card spread here, if you know anything about tarot, you will know this. If you know about it, you know already. But if you don't, Pentacles energy is a very slow moving energy. It's something that grows. It's something that takes time. It's not something that happens overnight, because Pentacles energy is earth energy. So anything that you plant in the soil of the earth takes time for you to see the growth of it. And of course, you nurturing, being consistent, being focused, being determined, being persistent, and doing your due diligence of doing something every single day is going to show you, hey, it's worth this effort that you've been placing on something, because finally you can reap the rewards. So patience is going to be key here for you. Now, remember, I was talking about here the tarot cards, but now let's take a look a little closer in this oracle deck, because in this oracle deck, you find a treasure chest. And sure enough, in the treasure chest, you see Pentacles energy. So again, giving you an indication here that whatever this is may unfold slowly and may unfold in its divine guidance, okay, in divine timing. What I'm also here getting, especially again, putting the Pentacles energy aside for a moment, taking a look at the animal that is actually moving the treasure chest. Guess what? It's a turtle. So it's not fast. Again, it's telling you there may be something that is unfolding here. It's going to be good, but there may be here you having to wait for it to unfold. And whatever this is, needs you to be consistent with it. The consistent nurturing, the consistent taking a look at it, the consistent due diligence in order for you to get and reap what you have sown. Okay. So this patience card is coming across as, again, to relax, to be flexible, and to surrender to the process of the unfolding. And I mentioned that, of course, last but not least, with the leg up. I said, because there are a lot of stars here, I don't know if you could see it, but there's a star here, there's a star here, that this support may be coming from the divine, from the universe, from destiny. And again, it may take some time. And look at that. This is an angel holding the hands of time here, or that divine timing. That being said, here, Gemini, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section as 2026 unfolds, because that's going to tell me here that you dropping the rose is giving me validation, confirmation that there could be here a you resonating here with one of the 4 quarters here of 2026. That being said, Gemini, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.